oh boy, he will outrange us. So, how are you doing and how have you been? My name's Cassandra, this is Rimworld, and let's get straight onto the pause screen. It's going to be a pretty important episode today because obviously left on a little bit of a cliffhanger because obviously Good has been shot. Good is going to die in 22 hours and his movement speed has now been reduced to 46%. So, incredibly important episode as actually Good is the only one that's up to fight. Now, why I say he's the only one? Because everyone is going to shout, hey, stomp. One, his movement speed is 26. So for the goal of what we are about to do, and what we are about to do is basically shoot them until they run at us, his movement speed is too slow, we will lose him. Add that to the possible of Spencer actually dying because he isn't actually getting feeding. So the first thing we're going to do is actually ensure everything back at home is getting sorted. So Stomp is currently feeding insect jelly to Purple, so I will allow it. We will then queue up to feed Spencer, so at least we know that's being done to Smarty. Smarty's okay. Alpen's having a breakdown because that's just what Alpen does. Now, we could lure the bugs around, but again, because of all our colony and their walk speed is pretty much non-existent, I don't really want to tempt it. I did think about actually just letting them have the mortars and fire them, because there's going to be a chance they fire them at us. There's going to be a chance that they fire them at the bugs, because you've got to think these are all enemies, and at the mechs. However, all it's going to take is for one mortar to hit one of our bedrooms and take half our colonists out, you know, let's say one hit here and took both of them out in one hit. We can't allow it. Food's a little bit of a problem, but actually looking at the cornfield as we're looking now, a lot of it is ready to harvest, so we just need to get through this. I'm fully confident that if Good can get a couple of shots, now, we don't know how many shots it's going to take to aggro them, but we basically just need to keep making damage until we wait for that Rimworld notification that they're coming for us. So that's the plan. So Good is basically going to come to the outskirts, try and outrange as best as possible. Now, obviously, we've got an LMG. That's our longest range weapon, and it's just as long as a bow. So that's the situation that we're in. Now, last episode, I probably should have geared Good up in the first place. That was a misplay, totally admit that. We've got armor back here. I need to be getting better to telling all my colonists to put it on, because that just puts Good in even more of a risk. And then the last thing is we do have someone that can outrange Good. This beautiful person, we'll go with that, has a bolt action rifle. So to put that into perspective, the range here is 37. The one good thing is we can obviously, once we click on him, if we hover over the weapon down here, we can actually see the range, but oh boy, he will outrange us. So yeah, the range of 37 doesn't really compare to our range of 26, but at least we can see. So we're going to have to hope that he wanders around, and their colonists do have to build these. So I think Good is probably going to start with coming up here and like the spots here that are going to be built, waiting for Mr. Bolt Action Rifle himself to move away and hopefully get some lucky shots. Anyway, I can't delay anymore. That's the plan. What could go wrong? Well, worst case scenario, what are we looking at? We're looking at the potential of, if the mortars go up, we're looking at the potential annihilation of us, because we're going to have to just sit there, get pounded by mortars. Now, a lot of people in the comments are watching will be like, that's not too bad. I've done that before. Our kill box needs our walls up. If a wall goes down, and then these bugs get hit, these bugs will run straight to us. The only reason they haven't been running straight to us is because there's no pathing to come into us. But if a wall goes down, and then they get hit, or even agitated, they will walk into our base and kill us. The mechs aren't too much of a problem, they're just here or there. I think the chances of everything getting destroyed where these come and kill us, I think is probably 0%. Obviously it can, I suppose it can happen. It's 0%, but it can happen, yeah. Work that percentage out. Anyway, let's get to it. Wish us luck. I keep getting ahead of myself. The other thing that could happen is obviously Good could get downed and they could kidnap Good and lose Good. But we are going to keep pumped. We are going to keep positive and we are going to get through this together. Hugs in the comments. Wish me luck. Let's get to it. So as we said, Good is literally going to have to hover around the outskirts. We're going to have to keep an eye on Mr. Bolt Action. Yes, that's going to be his name. And when he is far away from people, we are going to have to push in and try and use that. So it's going to be a lot of clicking on Mr. Bolt Action to make sure Good is out of range, because if Good goes down, like we spoke about, Stomp's walking speed is 26. So Good is going to be in trouble because we're not even going to have the capacity to actually rescue him. So I never really want the Bolt Action guy to be taking shots at Good, let alone when Good isn't behind cover. So I'm trying to move Good to cover to cover. Okay, he's in shots. Let's move him out. Yep. You can see when he targets because obviously the aim goes on Good. We're going to move up here and hopefully get some shots while they're building these structures up here. Because they will build all the structures before they start mortaring. It's just that range does crucify us. Stomp, you're feeding insect jelly to Spencer, so at least that's going down. Our best bet is when they build these, because then Bolt Action comes all the way down here, so it's going to give us the most chance. Now, in any other circumstances, you wouldn't really be worrying about this too much, but don't get shot off. But obviously Good is our only hope, so we do need to be careful. Now, Bolt Action Rifle, are you still in range? You are. Going to move Good up a little bit. This isn't going to make a hell of a lot of difference if he gets hit, because if he gets hit, he's still going to probably go down anyway. But while that Bolt Action Rifle guy is just on Good, and Good hasn't really got a chance to actually do anything, he's just going to tend to himself, and what that's going to do is stop the bleeding, which I totally forgot you can do. Obviously, it's not the best quality, but the idea that he's not going to bleed out just gives us a little bit more time to do stuff. Looking in, there we go, so he's done that. We'll let him tend again, because we want them as far away as possible from where the Bolt Action guy can go. Okay, he's shooting a Good. Oh, damn. God, they get close and make me nervous. Right, he's tending to himself. Perfect. Because what we'll watch is this guy move down here, which is going to let Good attack these ones up here. Are you nearly done? I will let him self-tend, just in case it does improve movement speed. But it doesn't, sadly. But at least we haven't got to worry about Good potentially, obviously, bleeding out on us, or us not paying attention, which has happened once before in this save. Only once. Bolt Action guy is pretty much as far away as he's ever going to be, so I'm going to push Good forward. And then Good is going to start shooting. The rifle guy is obviously going to get onto Good pretty quickly. There we go. So that's what we want. We want to... That was luck, because obviously we didn't do a lot of damage, but Good needs to get out now. So as we can see up here, so that they've basically given up on us. So it looks like we got a really good hit off on Quinn, perhaps. Quinn deaf in 12 hours. Looks like quite a few bullets hit them. If Good can get out of this situation, if he can run, we will be fine. Again, he's got no backup or anything like that. Making him stop to fire back is not a clever option or anything like that, because he doesn't have the speed to then regain. Quest expired. Yeah, that's not really our priority at the moment. If we can get into the colony, this is our best option. Come on, Good. Come on, Good. He is a legend. A legend among men. Okay, now it's going to be interesting what their AI does. Because do they retarget the bugs? Do they try and come through the door? Right, let's make sure everyone is in the skate. But Good. It looks like they're going to come for the bugs. So we're going a little bit of speed for it. Yeah, they're going straight for the bugs. And it's actually quite good they come from this way, I suppose. Because it's probably our best chance of... There we go. So our bugs, our kill box, our advanced kill box, whatever we call it, is now in full effect, sorting out our problems. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I'm so happy for the colony. That's what we needed. Let's go on speed 3 while we watch this. Look at this brutal action. The computer's juddering, but it doesn't matter. Look, there's no running. There's no running from this. And then luckily they don't actually attack our walls. Oh, they do. They do. I spoke too soon. Why has the game paused? Why has the game paused? Game only pauses when we're in trouble. Who's in trouble? What's happening? Have I lost the plot? I mean, it's forced us on it. It's forced us on speed 1, which normally means something's happening. Okay, okay. Maybe just because the walls went down? I'm not sure. So we need to build them up as fast as possible. But is there anyone else that's worth? So straight away look at health. So 6 hours, 6 hours, 3, 5 hours. So we do have some potential people we can take in. Too smart, psychically dull. Bloodlust wouldn't really work with what we're doing. So we've got a potential here if we want another colonist. Thing is, we do. But do we want one now? I think let's hang on. Let's have that bolt action rifle we need to get straight away. Let's have another look. So what would you do? You'd be our extra grower. But the problem is, I really want a grower to come in on double passion. And I assume no one else here, no. Because double passion, they love what they're doing. They get a little mood boost from it. So if we took you on, well, you could be a double cook down the line, I guess. No, I think we leave them. It's not immediately going to help us. Stomp. I might actually... No, let's let everyone sleep and recover, and if the bugs come at us again, then we'll have to deal with that and accept that we made a silly decision. But other than that, we got through it, party people. I know you're proud of your boy. We did it. I love while all that's been going on, Alpin has just been doing drugs and stuff like that. It's absolutely perfect. But yeah, the bugs are our friends, for sure. Yeah, no, it couldn't have went better, to be honest. Like, really chuffed with how that went. Okay, they are mining stuff. Look, someone said in the comments, and I was actually about to say it until I just saw a bug mine there. Someone said they'll only mine 10 spaces away from here, but we just saw a bug wander all the way down. Now, I don't know if that's just because of what happened, they're all displaced, the bugs, but we will keep an eye on that. Because it might just mean we can push our base a little bit further forward, but I'm sure, like we just saw then, they still mine it, and we don't want them consistently mining it just for fun. Because that just sets us back too much. That'll be the next little bit of war. Okay, the bugs are angry. Are they coming for our power? No, they're still sort of want to kill the mechs. But potentially... Oh, come on, don't do it, don't do it. Okay, we need that wall up. Just letting the bugs calm down. Okay, the bugs have gone to sleep, so I want to change the zone on Stomp. I know this is going to make Stomp really unhappy. But he needs to get these walls up, because otherwise, if the bugs get angry and take down like the power, then we're sort of back to square one and everyone's miserable again. And we need to be a little bit more proactive when the walls go down, because we know, oh, Alpin's no longer binging on drugs. Like, welcome back to the colony. What we also have is actually good, since you're awake, equipped that bolt action rifle, please. That would be lovely. Okay, Stomp, I really want you to build that wall as well. Alpin, you've done drugs all day. Can you help get the wall up? Be sort of productive. Good's going to get that bolt action rifle, so hopefully that never ever happens again, that problem. No, you need to construct all these before you go. Good, I thought you were... Good, wake up and equip this rifle. Let's not let it deteriorate. Should probably just haul all the guns, I guess. So Good's got that. I suppose what else is good? Well, haul the LMG. Haul the LMG. No, go haul it now. Don't rest. Haul it now. Is that our LMG that he picked up? Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, sorry, Good just dropped it, yeah. I was just about to say. Then Stomp has a shield belt, so he doesn't need a gun. I don't think he'll haul. We'll never do hauling anyway. No, come on. Okay, you're already building it. You just need more school blocks. I will allow it. Need Smarty to get back up, really. Smarty cannot walk currently. Okay, that's a problem. Good, are you still on growing? You are, okay. So we're going to need to put a little bit of attention into our growing zones. And other than that, as long as if we get... No, come on, Stomp. I don't care what you need. You need to get the wall up, because that's the thing that will obviously take us back 10 episodes if our power gets eliminated by the bugs. Not really something we want. So Stomp's going to do that, which is perfect. Alpen is obviously feeding everyone. We just need Smarty to get back on her feet, and we should be okay. Sadistic Rage Stomp is going to... Oh, no, don't really need that. I think Alpen will probably be able to beat up Stomp. There we go. So we don't need the prisoner just being in any more of a bad mood than they already are. 10 to Stomp. Let me just make sure you're not going to waste good medicine or anything like that. Purple, how are you getting on? We need you in the colony. We need you. To be fair, we probably haven't been recruiting while all this mayhem has been going on. You can hardly blame us. I think we have been busy. I think it's fair to say. Yeah, Smarty's the next step, so then we can actually get meals and stuff. Yeah, luckily Good's health isn't too bad. Good, where are you going? Feeding duck egg. Oh, I forgot. We get all of these supplies. Which is lovely. I will just set... Do we want to... I don't think we deconstruct the mortars this time, so let's bring them in. So claim... Reinstall. Now, we don't want to obviously destroy anything. And we have to be careful of trees. So I think for the time being, we put them here. Might be a problem when sappers come, but otherwise I don't really know where else we put them. Because of our religion, we don't really want to destroy any trees for putting them, but we are going to... Maybe we just prioritise in getting the double walls over this side first, but we do need to protect this bit because we've seen the bugs come through it very quick. And if they destroy our power, it's just sort of a bit miserable all round. So I suppose luckily Purple's being healed, but we do need an episode just to make everyone feel a bit better about themselves, including me. No, we're going well. We are going well. That was just... It's the one type of... I say the one type of attack. Even a sappers wouldn't be too bad. We're saying that sappers in that situation would have been pretty horrendous, but we would have had to have obviously timed aggroing the bugs, bringing them through here and potentially sacrificing Good, which is an amazing thought. Stomp, what are you going to do? You're going to get the survival meals, okay? Not the worst thing in the world. I'd rather them eat something that's not going to give them a negative mood modifier like the raw food. Alpin, let me guess, survival meal? Yeah. Whatever, I just need these growing fields harvest, boys and girls. It's not getting done. Not fully blaming them, I think they've had a busy couple of days. What I didn't take in consideration with these is obviously travel time. Like, if they're about to work and then we tell them to wreck, obviously if there's travel time between there, it'll take away from another schedule. I only realised that in the loading screen. But it makes sense now you say it out loud. See, this game does make sense. It makes sense as long as everything's going okay. What are we just keep going over here for like no reason? I mean, can you just haul a load? Good, get up, haul a load, so we're not just going back like once a day? As fun as it is, like doing one trip for one meal, we could just haul like a load. And then stop wasting time every day, because as far as I'm concerned, all you lazy colonists still aren't doing any of the growing. Just need Purple to get recruited. 4.5 resistance. Cut it in half, Alpen. Is that the bugs? Okay, we're all inside, aren't we? Oh, that barely brought his resistance down. Okay, I will tell everyone just to stay inside here for the time being, just while the bugs are a little bit angry. Hopefully that means Alpin will focus on some growing, which it does. Is he botching these? I suppose probably because of his ill health. What are you doing? You're hauling. Good. Love it, love it, love it. Keep feeling like the game judders, so I do wonder if it's the bugs, like, getting triggered, but it doesn't look like it. It's the game, like, thinking how they're going to torture me next, I guess. Say torture, but we're doing okay. Good, get down here and start hauling this corn. You've slept for long enough, my man. And then I'll just hold left shift and then haul some more. Smart, are you even close to being back on your feet yet? And then good, because we don't obviously want the corn to just be thrown away because obviously it's left out so much. I don't know if it's just because of the rain it deteriorates faster. That would sort of make sense when you think about it. We will waste the survival meals rather than take negative modifiers. If Smarty doesn't get up soon though, we will have to obviously tell someone else to cook. Which I'll be honest, I'm not exactly thrilled about doing. Just because the difference in ability is actually quite high. Like, we don't really have a second cook. Not something I particularly want to worry about too much, though, at this point in time. Like, if we can get these mortars up, we can potentially put, like, a room in here or a room somewhere where we can, like, store the mortars or just move them again. And then we're sort of golden because then sieges, instead of having to do that, you know, that mayhem that we just put good through, we can just mortar them into the ground, which sounds a lot more tasty and lovely in my opinion. Okay, that is... Oh, a duck died. That was probably why the game paused earlier and I had a freak out. It was obviously a duck in combat. I imagine it's the mechs that are doing it. Where are these bugs going? Why do they look so determined? Let's go on speed 3. Don't mind the wall. Just whatever you do, don't mind the wall. Yeah, I'm glad we're telling everyone to just sit inside for the moment, because these bugs, especially with our movement speeds, not as obviously high as we want them. Can you still not move? You still cannot walk. Have you had like a breakdown then? Like, who is our next cook? Saying that Stomp is a good cook. Stomp. Draft undraft. Didn't realise he had double passion for it. My bad. I mean, he's got 5. Obviously, Smarty's got 14, but we need meals. We need meals, so let's get on it. You know, especially if we can get back to find meals, then we get that +5 or 6 or 7, whatever it is. We'll check again. I show every time, I just can never remember what it is. Alpin, what is your movement speed? 25%. I won't tell you to haul then. This will be a redundant exercise that you... Okay, go rescue Alpin. He liked the cornfield so much, he decided to pass out on it. Extreme break risk Spencer. Well, I mean, I imagine a lot of that is he just needs to, like, get up and eat. If not, I'll tell him to do a bit of smoke afterwards. No, he's having withdrawals, but he's about to have flake, which hopefully puts that right. Yeah, he's just having withdrawals, which is a lot of his. But obviously, if he's been down and out in the bed, which he has been, we can't force feed him drugs, sadly. Yep, so all them are about to go because he's obviously going to do drugs and all that sort of stuff. So there we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Loving it, loving it, loving it. If you got to this point in the video, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment. And I'll catch you next time, party people. Bye.